Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the discord.js series. So in our last episode we broke down how advanced slash command and event handlers automate our code behind the scenes, but so far our bot can only handle static commands like slash ping, which gives you the exact same response every time. Like it will change the values of the latency, but still it has the exact same response. But real utility bots need to accept input from the users and return dynamic data. So today we are taking our automated handler to the next level by mastering slash command options and dynamic embeds. So by the end of this video you will know how to make your bot accept text inputs, target specific server members, read server profiles, and generate professional embeds like info cards about like user info. So open up Visual Studio Code and now go to the source folder, and in the commands folder and in the utility folder create a new file called as echo.js. So I'll tell you what does this file do. So this file will basically return whatever you type in the input. So what we'll do is first we'll import discord here, const discord equals to required discord.js. Once we do this, now again module dot exports, and here data colon new discord dot slash command handler, then dot set name would be echo, and then dot set description echoes the input text, or instead of that you can write repeats your message back to you like this. So you can write this. And now, so how we will do this, like you will give a message to it, then how it will repeat it back. So for that we will add string option, and here we will write an arrow function, then option, and then arrow function, and after that in the next line you can write it option dot set name. So for that option you have to set a name, so message, and then sort dot set description. You can also set a description to that message, which will be the text you want the bot to repeat, and then dot set required true, like this input is strictly required, you can't skip this. So while using the echo command you have to compulsory put input for this for this option, like message, for message option. And now once we have done this, add a comma here and just type in async execute, again interaction, and also add client here. If we are using anything related to client, make sure you add it here. And now we need to retrieve the string value submitted by the user. So for that what we'll do is const input message equals to interaction dot options dot get string, and the name of our option is message. Here also you can see the name is message, so we are we have to mention here message, and then at end await interaction dot reply input message. So we have to not directly write like this, here in content input message. Now we will open up the terminal and we'll deploy this command. So npm run deploy will deploy it globally. Okay, now the command has been deployed. Now we will type in npm start to start our bot. So the bot has started. So if we go to discord and just type in slash echo, and here if I write, so now you can see required option, you can see message, and then in this you can see the description, the text you want the bot to repeat. Here we'll write hello world, so it returns with hello world. Now if I type in echo subscribe to codeit, now it will return subscribe to codeit. So make sure you subscribe. So now we have learned how to use string input options. Now we will learn how to use, like how to target a specific user from the server. So for that we will use user options. Right now we are using a string option. Now we will use user options. So now again in the utility folder create one more file called as userinfo.js, and here again same, we need const discord equals to require discord.js again, and then again module.exports, and then data colon new discord dot slash command handler, then dot set name will be user info, and then sort dot set description would be displays detailed information about a user, or instead of about a user, about a server member. And after that, in the previous command we used an string option, now we will use an user option. So add user option, and here again an arrow function, okay, sorry, and then on the next line option dot set name would be target, or instead of target I'll just make it user, then dot set description would be the member to get information about. Yeah, that looks right. And again dot set required, we'll keep it true, or set required we can keep it false. Yeah, so if the user doesn't mention any user, so we will give information about the user itself. Like if I use the user info command and if I don't mention any member, then the bot would return my information. So for that, again async execute, and here interaction, and then client done, async execute, okay, okay, async execute, and then again const user equals to interaction dot options dot get user. So from the options we are it's using the get user, so the option name is user. If it was target, then it will be target, or using the or symbol interaction dot user, so the user itself who uses the command. Now const member, so to get so we can't directly derive information about the user from this variable, we require member variable. So for that you have to do await also. So await interaction dot guild dot members, you can do dot fetch, and then instead of that user dot id. So you can do it like this, and then again const info embed, so we'll create an embed for this. So new discord dot embed builder, then dot set color, for this also again I'll use blurple, and then sort dot set title, for title we will use user dot username information, or instead of information we can write account info, and then dot set thumbnail. Now yeah, user dot display avatar URL dynamic true. And now we will add fields. For that add fields, okay, wait a minute, one bracket is missing, yeah. And in dot add fields what we will add is user tag, then if the user is bot, then joined server and account created. So I have the code right here, so I'll paste it here. So first you can see the user tag, then if the user is bot, then it will show yes or no, and then joined server, the date at which the user joined that particular server, and account created, the date at which that account was created, date and time. Okay, now we are done with this. Now one last thing is remaining, which is await interaction dot reply embeds Okay, what is the error here? Yeah, a comma is required. Yeah, yes, and I guess one bracket is missing. Yes, now it's correct. So this was the bracket of, wait, yeah, now wait, okay, wait a minute. I think should be this. Yeah, instead of comma, a semicolon should be added. Now there are no errors. Now again we'll close this file, we'll close everything and open up the terminal and again deploy the commands. So npm run deploy global. So deploying 3 commands globally, successfully deployed 3 commands. Now npm start. So it loaded the user command. Now we'll go to Discord, user info. Okay, so it's still not registered in Discord, so we'll reload Discord. Like if you deploy a command and you can't see it on Discord, so just reload your Discord, you will able to see it. So yes, you can see right now the option of user is optional, so we'll not use it, and we'll just send user info and we'll see what information we get. So we get is the user tag. Now is bot, no, joined this server 4 years ago, account created Friday December 11 2020 11:44 p.m. and the profile picture. So now if I do user info, okay, sorry, this is of another bot, and user, if I target my other account, so you can see the user tag joined server 13 days ago, is bot, no, account created March 22 2021. Now what if I do user info for codeit itself? You can see codeit's account info, user tag is this, is bot, yes, joined server a day ago, yeah, so we created this on the same time. Like you can see joined server June 19 2026 12:54 a.m. and we created the account at 12:51 a.m. so 3 minutes after that we joined this server. So this is how you create commands with inputs, like with custom inputs, and the bot would give dynamic output. Right now, till the previous episode, it was just giving static embeds and static messages. Right now we can give input to the user, so there are many different inputs, like you can provide an integer. So like if we provide two numbers like 12 12, and then it would just give the sum of it, or just it would multiply. You can do that. That's very basic, but I'm just giving you an example, so you can do that kind of things. So how powerful these features can be, like if we set required false on add user option, like it means if you just type user info, then it will fall back to our own profile. So these options are very powerful. Like you can create various commands using this, like many, like almost every single bot which you see in a Discord server or on top.gg, from where you invite Discord bots to your server, every single of them uses this custom inputs and then uses slash commands. So if you like this video, then make sure you hit the like button, and if you like such kind of content, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. Now we know how to handle text inputs, then we need to make our responses interactive. So in the next episode we are going to learn about buttons and select menus, which will allow you to attach components directly into your messages, so users can click buttons and choose options inside interactive layouts. So if you like this video again, so just hit the like button, and if you like such kind of content, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. And also the code is available in the description. The GitHub link is available in the description. You can go there and clone the code and make like make different versions, like make different bots out of it. You can do that. And also I'll leave the discord.js documentation link too in the description, so you can go there and explore on your own. And I will also leave my coffee link below, so you can go to that coffee link and you can uh, get a monthly membership on it. So you can get the exclusive uh, code and documentation of other projects which I do. Like I have many projects like this snack bot, which is an giveaway bot, then this Friday bot, which is an all-in-one bot, and this bot, this is the like this bot I created just for, like, you can say, I didn't have anything to do, so I just created this economy bot. So if you go to this like website fridaybot.ashishoswamy.in, so you can see what's that bot about. So if you want updates about all these projects, all the projects which I work on, so you can get a monthly membership on Coffee. So if you like this video, then please hit the like button, and if you like such kind of content, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.